Ryan.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jacob Shoup. You're watching the Tom O'Brien Show. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. It's very relaxing. I had a nice birthday dinner yesterday for my girlfriend. Went out to get some Italian food. Very good. If you're in St. Pete, check out Banu. It was delicious. The drinks were fantastic. Got a Lambrusco Spritz. You can't go wrong with that. Taking a look at the SPY right now. Trading off just moderately off about 0.25%. Okay, no volume today. We have big earnings this week. You have Ford, you have Palantir. Of course, HIMS is up there as well. Man, we're going to be waiting really for what Powell says, okay? And you got these guys, everyone's saying, okay, no, we're going to get some more rate cuts this year. Well, as it stands now, you're taking a look at the 10-year. I mean, hey, we're right back above 4.83% in the yield. We're not really budging here from where we began at the beginning of this year. Man, that's something to think about, right? You're very high really in January, but you take a look from like November, we're hovering right around those levels. You know, I think we're going to get a whole lot of the same thing, right? We need to wait for the data to see if we're actually having a true slowdown in inflation. We have to wait to see if the tariffs, whichever ones, stick around, if that contributes to inflation, whether that's going to be once or if it has some kind of weird ripple effect and it continues to see price inflation. Now, what I would say on that front is the Saudis dumping a bunch of oil into the market is obviously going to be very good, or at least for a CPI number. Probably be good for everyone as well. I would like to see that price start getting reflected at the pump there. You're seeing some of the airline companies kind of go up today, right? You had, I think in particular, it was Southwest is having quite a good day on this kind of news of cheaper gasoline. You're at 0.9%. I don't know. I had two friends who were flying this weekend, Southwest, and they said their flights were not very packed whatsoever, right? And there's clearly, a slowdown right now, okay? Can these kind of, they're going to make cheaper tickets, gas is going to be cheaper. Is that going to be enough for them to kind of salvage at least what they're seeing right now? Because it's very weird that two people going different places on airlines, the same airline, don't have packed flights. They could choose wherever they wanted to sit. It's very bizarre, right? So obviously we know there's a slowdown, at least just in spending in this realm. We'll see if the cheaper ticket costs that are afforded by cheaper gas can offset that. It is not necessarily a kind of sector I would want to be in regardless right now. You have some fear of recessionary things going on, and then, as I said, with people telling me that they don't have a lot of people on their flights. Kind of bizarre. Taking a look at the SPY off 0.27%, 565.22. Composite off 0.37%. Okay, trading off 67 points, 17,909. Take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial, trading up 0.07%. That's weird. The Dow Futures up 0.05%. Russell coming off a little bit as well. You're up about 0.33%. Dollar, still 0.27%. Bitcoin coming down, really just taking kind of a digestive thing here. This is an amazing run up for Bitcoin. It seems like it is getting quite a bit of industry attention. Of course, that's fine. I think we have Coinbase earnings coming up somewhat soon as well. So we're going to see how that kind of shakes out. There's a lot of discussion, again, not just from retail and from your crypto bros, but people in traditional. Give me a second. Let me turn off this notification. Any kind of traditional finance saying they're interested in it. I don't know. We've spoken on here a few times of the role that things like stable coins could play in the world economy. I think there is a future for that. I don't think Bitcoin necessarily is that. Now, in theory, you could probably generate a stable coin pegged to Bitcoin, which would be kind of interesting, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot of kind of interesting thought going on in serious circles about this kind of stuff here. Take a look at crude, man. You're off 1.96% at $57.14 for the futures. Strongly recommend checking out some of the newsletters we have to offer because we have a few people discussing that. Very much worth it. We'll go over that. Of course, we're going to have Steve Rhodes on here in just a moment. Taking a look at the gold contract. We're coming right back up today, trading up 2.82%. Nice bar to the upside after some digestion and movement lower, hitting that 3,200 level. You got silver trading up 1% at 32.58. Copper up 0.65% at $4.70. Take a look what else we got going on. Steel Dynamics off just a tad. Nucor is also off just a tad. Fubo trading up. VIX at 23. Man, the regionals are so well. Tesla, we'll talk some more about that. It's trading off 2.03%. A little bit of a recovery from earlier today.